Welcome to SIUK India webinar. Thank you for joining us. We are now live with University of East Anglia. Today we have Anjana with us who will let us know about this special webinar session. We will answer all the questions after the presentation during the Q&A session. So let's start the webinar. Over to you, Anjana.
Thank you so much, Priyanka. Hello, everyone, those who are joining us. My name is Anjana, and I am Regional Manager for South Asia for the University of East Anglia. I'm really, pleased to be here on this platform with SIUK, talking about, university, what we have to offer, courses, scholarships, etc. So this is the first slide that you can see, on your screen is basically how the university looks like. This is just one part of the university. And this is where we are. So we are a university founded in 1963. We are home to 16,000 students from different nationalities across, 120 different nationalities. And amongst this 16,000, we have got 4,000 international students. So, 1 in 4 students are international. So it's a very good mix, very good diversity. And that as a university, we always ensure that, we are able to give that kind of experience, student experience, diversity, and, help us enjoy that kind of, campus experience, so to say. In terms of, we are a TEF Gold University. So those of you who do not know, TEF is basically Teaching Excellence Framework. Gold according to 2017 to 2021. Gold is the highest ranking rating, that signifies our teaching excellence. So we are gold. Also, we are UK top 30 university and world top 200, as a university ranking. And we have got few subject specific ranking as well, which I will talk about later in the slide. In terms of our location, we are around, we are on the east side of England. So we are around 2 hours from, London. So like, for example, if you land in Heathrow, you will take near about maybe 2 hours, 2 hour, 10 minutes by road from Heathrow to Norwich. And, it's basically, if you can see right here on the screen where this glint is, it's pretty much on the coastal side. And so that makes city really, happening. Welcoming, warm. We also attract a lot of tourists during summer as well. So it's a very beautiful city. I have recently been to the university, so I can, talk like hours probably talking about Norwich and university. But it's a beautiful place to be in. Another good thing that I felt about the campus is also, it's very easy to travel anywhere in the Europe. For example, Paris will take you near about 5 hours by train, and Amsterdam is around 60 minutes by flight. There is also a beach, which is around 45 minutes, and you can see on the picture as well on the slide. This is our beach location. It's a very beautiful, I would say, when you're not studying, you can just go on the beach and, just relax, do, kind of a lot of eating joints, a lot of shopping joints are there. So, you will have a good, kind of experience, so to say, when you're not studying, you will have a lot to do on campus as well. These are some of the picture of Norwich. I mean, this is a very, very traditional, city. Also, you will see many modern buildings as well, but we also kind of retain the, the kind of English touch in the city. And, these pictures are not doing any justice to it, to be honest. It's a very beautiful city to be in. Also, Norwich is top 10 safest city places to be as a student, according to the Telegraph 2017. It's a best place, one of the best place to live in the UK, according to Sunday Times 2018. And it is also top 10 shopping destination. UK, I think as a whole is very good for shopping, but what I felt about the city Norwich is, it's very cost effective as well, as a student if you plan. So there are a lot of brands, those are very student friendly brand as well. A lot of eating joints where you can have a meal probably at around £5 or something, a good meal. So, that makes a kind of good life, but also a cost effective and a saving that you can manage when you're living in Norwich. Moving on, so we have got accommodation on campus, and we guaranteed accommodation to international students. There is a deadline that you need to be aware of. So basically, Our campus is a very self-contained campus. It is around, I think, near about 10 minutes by bus from the city center. So it's very close to city center. But you have got everything on campus. For example, we have got 24/7 library. That's really, I think, very few universities in the UK can offer this facility, and also 365 days. We have got bookstore, grocery store, sports park, gym, restaurants. We have career center on campus, accommodation, hospital, medical center, and we also have got, just to keep the city going, we have got near about 50 plus gigs happening every year. So, as a student, you also enjoy that bit of, of the university, that, you have got something or the other happening. Also, our student union, they are very active. So they keep on organizing something or the other on campus, something that, to look forward to as a student. In terms of our accommodation, we have got range of, halls. We call it as student halls, range of halls available, starting from twin sharing to in-suite accommodation. So literally you can choose the one that fits your budget. If you see, these buildings are called as ziggurat buildings. So we have got ziggurat twin sharing. So you share a room with someone. So not literally sharing a room, you will still have your space, but, sharing that, the kind of, but, there is something that you share your study space with somebody, and then so it's kind of twin sharing, we say, and that's around £80. These are the rates according to 2022, but these are subject to change for 2023. This is how twin sharing. You will also have your single room, but you share your shower and kitchen with someone else. Then you have in suite, when you do not share your room and also do not share your shower with anyone else. So there are a range of, and obviously when you go higher, you pay slightly higher fees as well. So these are, the in-suite campus accommodation, the one that you can see, around £158. It's a beautiful accommodation. You've got very good kitchen space as well, social space as well. So really good. But, whenever you are looking to finalize your accommodation, I would recommend that, go online. We have got a lot of virtual tours, lot of photographs that will help you to really decide on which accommodation you would like to stay. So, but all the accommodation are fully furnished, so you really do not have to carry anything apart from, I would say, bed sheet and stuff like that. But otherwise, whatever you can see on in the picture, that, you have got your own, bed, wardrobe, table, chair, everything will be there on campus. We guaranteed accommodation for the first year for international students. And whatever price range that you can see here, it is all bills included. So, your Wi-Fi, electricity, gas, everything is included in this fee. So you really do not have to worry of, to manage some or the other bill. However, when you choose any of the private accommodation, these are the bills that you need to take care of. And that's an added responsibility. In terms of housekeeping is also included in the university accommodation. In the UK, they do not do housekeeping every day. I think it's twice a week. So that is included in this facility as well. So that's kind of pretty much, on the accommodation side of things. Traditionally, our accommodation deadline is 31st of July each year. So if you're looking to study September 2023, let's say, your accommodation deadline would be 31st of July 2023. If you're looking to study 2022 September, then your accommodation deadline is going to be 31st of July 2022. However, we are waiting for the final deadline for 2023 intake students, and that what the accommodation deadline will be like. This is Career Central. So basically, Career Central is help you, in terms of in the entire journey, when you arrive on campus, in terms of doing your CVs, doing several kind of workshops, raise your profile, what kind of career aspirations you may have. So Career Central, they kind of help you with the entire process. Also, to kind of make you aware where are the vacancies, how you can, they also do mock interviews. They do wide range of support to our students, and not only, until you are with the university, but even 3 years later, after you graduate, even after 3 years, until 3 years, you will get that service from the Career Central. So again, something that, I feel that is again unique to UEA is My Career Central. It is basically an online portal available to you wherever you are and available to you 24/7. That's basically a resource where we list all the vacancies, and it's a very active portal. You can see all the events that's happening. You can see, what's vacancies happening. So all of that would be kind of detailed there. And it's a very detailed link. Any vacancies that you are interested in applying, you can just go there and make an application for that particular vacancy. Again, this is a very handy tool to our students once you register with us, and something that our students talk really high about. We also have got UEA Award. UEA Award is basically a kind of 3-tier system where we have got bronze, silver, and gold. And basically, in that award, they help you to kind of, from the very basic, how to do a public speaking or things like that until, you are ready to make an application. So you can also enroll yourself in that UE Award. So it's a very good process, I would say, very good process for you to kind of go ahead and, prepare yourself in that kind of journey. Coming to the courses and the faculties that we have spoken, I think, a lot about the support that we offer. But in terms of, the kind of courses and faculties we have, so we have got 4 different schools. You can see on the screen that science, humanities, and arts and humanities, medicine and health, and social sciences. In that, we have got 26 schools offering 450 plus courses across undergrad, postgrad, and postgraduate research. Something that is very popular, or I would say upcoming, in the kind of employer demand, and also students from India, they are kind of choosing these kind of programs a lot in the arts and humanities. So there are a lot of students coming for the creative field as well, and I think recently there was a lot of talk going on, in the shape that's basically science, arts, humanities. So basically, it is one of the upcoming fields. You can definitely look at, international relations. You can look at film and television, drama. If you're good at writing, you can do literature and creative writing. And, broadcast and digital journalism is another really good, program at the arts and humanities program. In terms of science, we have got actuarial science at the undergraduate level, and actuarial science is really one of the very good and upcoming field. Not many students from India go for this. However, if you are interested and if you're good with maths, actuarial science can be your program. I mean, really, it's one. Go and read more about actuarial science. It is really one of the very good program to study. We have also seen an increased interest in biological sciences as well, and courses like environmental sciences, geography. These are the courses, again, that's upcoming. Computing always remain one of the kind of demanding programs. So we have got MSc in computing, bachelor's in computing. We have got data science. We have also got cybersecurity. So these are the kind of computing related programs that we have. We have also got business analytics. Business analytics sits under social science, but that's again one of the very good field. Brand leadership, business management, psychology, MBA. So our MBA needs work experience. So these are the kind of range of programs we have. In health, medicine and health sciences, we do cognitive neuroscience, that's a part of the psychology, occupational therapy. We do MBBS as well, nursing, drug discovery. So there is a range of program, and we prefer to say that we have got something for everybody. So, just it depends on which program you are looking at. Do make some time and go on the website and see the course content and other details and overview of the program. That would be really helpful to you. This is our entry requirement. Now, these entry requirements are subject to change each year. This is according to 2022. If you're looking to study undergraduate degree, that is bachelor degree with us, we'll look at minimum 70%. If you're an IB diploma holder, it is around 32 to 35%. If you are a postgraduate holder looking for postgraduate, so we look at undergraduate with minimum 55%. Now, when I say minimum, it will go up for different programs. It's not that we accept 55 for all our programs. But there are certain programs we may ask for 55, there are certain we may ask for 60 as well. In terms of postgraduate research, we accept Indian master degree for postgraduate research, and also in some cases we also accept bachelor degree students to come for join us for PhD. If you are PhD aspirants, there's a different process altogether. I think your counselor at SIUK would be able to help you with that. However, the time you start thinking about your PhD, you should also invest time to write your research proposal, because that's the first thing we as a university representative would be asking you for that. And when you come and meet us with your research proposal ready, it really kind of simplifies and kind of fast track your process as well. At UEA website, we have got a lot of research materials on how you can do your research proposal. So there are good guidelines that what is expected, what you need to write, how long it should be, what all detail is important, and what are optional details. So all of that information is available on the website. In terms of English language requirement, again, this is for 2022. I'm not sure, but we may change it for 2023 if you're looking for 2023. So you can keep an eye on the link below on English language equivalencies, and the details would be updated there. We need 6.0 overall with 5.5 in each component for undergrad, and for postgrad, we need 5.5 in any 2 and 6 in other components for postgrad. We also accept Duolingo, TOEFL, IBT, IELTS indicator, and password test. So there are actually a range of tests that we accept. So if you go online and if you look at these, I think you should be able to get a lot of details over there. We also waive off IELTS on the basis of your class 12 grades, and that's primarily CBSE, ICSE, ISC, IB, A levels, along with, I think, 8 state boards from India, which we accept. We need minimum 70% in your class 12 English. At the same time, the year you have appeared for your class 12 English and the year you join, that gap shouldn't be more than 10 years. So we consider maximum 10 years. Moving on. So this is our fees. This is a fees for 2022, but this will give you a kind of good range that we cover. So if you see, our classroom postgraduate classroom courses starts from 18,500 and it go up to 22,000. And for certain courses, it is around 25 and 30,000 as well. For undergraduate program, our fees is £18,000. However, certain lab-based program like computing, engineering, pharmacy, natural science, it is near about 22,800. Our medicine is a 5-year degree, and that is 35,200. I will also take this opportunity to talk about the degree and the duration like. So our undergraduate degree is 3 and 4 years. Now, if you go for a simple BSc or BA or BEng, it will be a 3-year program. However, if you go with something like, 3 years plus, for example, BEng plus industrial placement, or with study abroad, or BSc with industrial placement, then your course duration will go up by 1 year. So instead of 3 years, you will finish your degree in 4 years. However, if you choose, let's say, industrial placement, you will be going out in the industry and working for 1 complete year and then come back and finish your degree. At the same time, if you choose study abroad, then you go to a partner university in the 3rd year and you come back and finish your degree with us. Our postgraduate degrees are for 1 year, and our PhD depends on how soon or how you finish it, but it ranges near about from 3 to 5 years. In terms of scholarships, in 2021, we awarded a scholarship of around £20 million. For 2022, we had postgraduate and undergraduate scholarship, and this is more or less like our India Award, along with many other competitive scholarships. So UEA has got one of the extensive scholarship portfolio for international students. There are a lot of competitive scholarship as well you can apply, and which ranges, I think, from 5,000 to 8,000 pounds. And every year those portfolios, we kind of improvise it, we change it and revise it slightly. But these information are typically updated almost a year in advance. So right now, whatever you could see on the website will be for 2022, but very soon we will revise that information for 2023 as well. So this is a short video. I think I need to share my screen again so that you can hear the sound. So just allow me a minute. I hope this should be audible to you. So So this is like a little bit of glimpse of how the campus looks like, what the campus life is all about. In terms of going, second, yes, this is our campus, picture. So if you see, this is a kind of lake here, and it's very close to the university. Literally, I think not even 5 minutes. This is what the university student accommodation is, and it's right here. And there are a lot of barbecue grills here. So student typically we have seen on a Friday they just go, they barbecue, and they spend good time together with friends. In terms of if you see here, these are the university buildings. These are our sports park here. This is another accommodation that you can do. This is laundry on campus. So everything is very close. With a lot of cafes. We have got near about 14 cafes on campus. And if you see the size of the campus, it is around 320 acre, in terms of the area. So, having one cafe or two cafe, and for food, you have to travel like 10-15 minutes. That doesn't make sense to us. So we have got near about 14 operational, full-fledged, and good food, range of food, and not the repeated food you will get our on-campus cafes as well. So this is what how the university campus looks like. In terms of recent ranking that I said, I will be touch base on the recent rankings and a subject-specific ranking specifically. So we are 12th in business management and marketing. We are top 25 in law. We are top 12 for medicine in the UK. We are 9th in the UK for accounting and finance. In terms of creative writing, we are really well known. We are 8th, chemistry 6th, and speech and language therapy 5th. Our QS ranking is 307th, placing us in top 25% of ranked institutions worldwide. We are also, according to THE, we are top 200. So we are 182 in the world ranking. We are really well known for our research. So we are really a research intensive university. So we are top 50 for our research citation in the world, and we are 6th in the UK. Also, we have got different kind of platforms. So we have got Ask a Student, Ask an Academic, and a UEAI Meet Us. So these are the platform where, as a student, you can book a slot with academic or with current students or with us in the international office, and we would be available to speak to you, on a video call for 45 minutes that you can schedule. So it's a very good, handy platform, and we really get almost, each of us really get near about 7 to 10 appointments in a month. So it's a really ongoing process that we continue to retain. We started this during pandemic, but we continue to retain it going forward because our students really find this useful. So, sorry, that's all from me. this is me. This is my contact detail. You can write an email to me at india@uea.ac.uk. And yeah, we would be happy to take any questions. So over to you, Priyanka.
Uh, Thank you, Anjana, for taking out your time and giving us this insightful presentation.
Mhm.
Now, time for the Q&A session. We'll start the Q&A session. I will read out all the questions from the YouTube chat box. So our first question is there an advantage to submitting my application early?
Of course, I mean, we strongly recommend that. Um, if you plan your study one in advance, I think that's the best thing you can do and enjoy that journey of, kind of making an application and arriving in the UK. We strongly recommend early application. So yes.
Okay. So the next question is is accommodation guaranteed? How much do students typically pay in rent?
Yeah, yes, like I covered in the presentation as well, it is guaranteed to international students as long as you, follow the deadline, which is traditionally has been 31st of July, but whatever it would be, it will be communicated to you for 2023 intake. It ranges, like I said, it ranges from which accommodation you choose. Like, for example, let me quickly share my screen again with you, if that's all right. So just give me a minute. So like you can see on the slide, there are different, there are different kind of accommodation that is available on campus, and you pay for the ones that you choose. Like for example, if you choose Ziggurat twin, per room, it will be near about 79.45 per week. However, if you go with in-suite city accommodation, you will end up paying like £166 per week. So the idea for us to keep that kind of option so that it will suit the requirements and pocket for all students, because we attract students from 120 different nationalities, so we have to be mindful of that. But this is what our range would be like, a wide range from £80 to £166. So I hope that that's useful to you.
Thank you. So our next question is, I would like to know the courses for publishing and media, and I want to do masters, and already I have done BA and MA in English literature. I want to know how my grades will be calculated for another master.
Okay. In terms of grades calculation, you need to send us your bachelor and master's both. My admissions team would be a better person to kind of advise you on, the grade and how they would be calculating and considering that. When you look at, courses like these, it is also important to see, what all modules you have studied in your undergrad and postgrad. We do have a, kind of creative, art, creative and literature, and we do broadcast journalism, if that interests you. I can post the link. I'm not sure, Priyanka, will they be able to access the link if I post it in the chat box?
On Zoom?
Yes.
No, they will be. It will be accessible on YouTube only.
Okay, so what I can do is I can send it to you, the link that I'm talking about, and if you can post it on, YouTube, that would be great.
Sure, we'll do that. Sure.
Brilliant. So here we go. Yes.
Okay. So the same person has asked that I also have 3 years of experience in the same field, if that makes any difference.
Certainly, yes. Because you are coming with us with some years of work experience, you would be able to utilize the learning from the classroom, and along with your experience. So it is always good, and you can utilize it in a better way. Also, it may help you with part-time job, though as a course, we do not need work experience. So you will have a class cohort, with students recently graduated. But to the student who come to us with work experience, I mean, they also kind of enjoy the classroom, add a lot of value in the classroom, also probably able to relate more what is being taught in the class.
Okay. So the next question is, who are the top employers after completing MBA?
MBA. So it's very hard to say that who will be the top employers, because we work with more than, I think, 120 specifically for business school, 120 employers in the UK, and we continue to harness that relationship, for sure. But we recruit from Nestle, Google, Marks and Spencers, Rolls-Royce. So there are a range of companies that we recruit for, that they come on campus for recruitment and for other activities as well. But let me see if I have a bit more details. I would be happy to share with you. Otherwise, I can share it in the YouTube again, the list of companies, if that is available to me. But yeah, I mean, typically for MBA, we have got, 2 consultancy projects included in the program. So that really helps you again to kind of build that kind of, rapport, when you're doing consultancy project with the companies. You will get a lot of opportunity in terms of how you can build that relationship, how you are up there talking to them, talking to employer, talking about your strength, learning the expectations from the company, because MBA is very different. So it is taught very much on the leadership, space as well, teaching you about the management, brand, strategy, but also from the leadership perspective. So you will get a lot of opportunity during your 1 year of class curriculum to interact with industry partners as well.
Okay. So the next question is, how far ahead of time should a student begin working or on his or her college application?
Okay, I mean, before we take that question, Priyanka, I have that slide, so I will just
Sure.
project that slide. So just give me a minute. I think. Oops. Okay. Okay, same thing, that's not working. So no worries, I'll try again probably later and I'll show the slide with you. Yes, can you please repeat the question for me again, Priyanka?
Yeah, sure. So the question was, how far ahead of time should a student begin working on his or her college application?
Yes. See, based on previous year experience, so what happened basically, universities started closing programs very quickly in the cycle. For UEA, we closed our first program, I think, on 4th of April for our data science and cybersecurity program. Later, we closed our computing program as well, and then we closed our business program as well. Now, this really benefited the students, those who applied early in the cycle, because they had an offer. And this, I'm talking like, so in general, I would say, if you have all your documents, and even if you do not have all your documents, as long as you have your letter of recommendation, statement of purpose, passport copy, and academics for few years, typically 6-semester mark sheet, do go ahead and make an application anytime after October. Otherwise, I would say maximum by January, I think you should try to put in applications to all the universities that you want to apply. That's an ideal time.
Okay, so the next question is, what is the biggest mistake a student can make on a college application?
Biggest mistake, I mean, I would say just declare all the information correctly. For example, we have seen students not declaring the previous refusals, if any. So if you have any such refusals, do not hide and declare it. It's always better to have that assess early in the cycle than later. Also, secondly, we have seen many times, statement of purpose where, we have seen students talking like, a very fascinating, saying or proverbs, but it's not required. All we want is be yourself. Write in the statement of purpose who you are, what you want to achieve out of this program. It is need not have to be very fancy, but something that is just you. And this is where we see most of the students lagging, because we do look at personal statement, for the program. So if you, for example, if you are applying for, let's say, global business management, so go and write about global, go read online and write about why you want to do this. And apart from that, always keep your agents involved. That's very important, and that we see most of the students kind of missing on some time. So keep your counselors involved, and I think that's what I can think of right now. And apply early. That's another thing. Do not wait for your full documents to come in and then you will make an application. Just go ahead and make an application. You will get conditional offer from the university, or if it is an offer decision, you will get conditional, and then you can slowly work on the conditions and send it to the university before the deadline.
Thank you. So the next question is, what are the visa and application deadlines?
Visa and application deadlines. So it depends. For example, for this year, we are expecting students to arrive. So our course is starting on the 26th of September, and we are expecting students to arrive maximum by 10th of October. So it's typically, if you see, it's 2 weeks, and that's what the maximum extension a student can get, and are expected to arrive on campus. So that's the deadline you need to look at. But the first week is very important. So whichever intake you join, as the first week is our orientation week, when we talk about for example, bank account, career central, about the program, do's and don'ts, sharing the program course curriculum, or how the course calendar will look like. So that is a very important week. So I always say to my students that do not see that when is the last date for you to arrive, but try to arrive from the first day the course starts. And in fact, 2 or 3 days before, that always makes sense. You get to the feel of the city, you settle well, and then you start your program. So that's what I think, and I hope that answered your question as well. But these deadlines are always different for different intakes. So probably closer to September 23, you will have a gist of the course deadlines as well.
So the next question is, what tips do you have for students asking their teachers for letter of recommendation?
Honestly, letter of recommendation, we have seen teachers writing a very kind of detailed one in certain cases, and certain cases very generic one. As long as they are your immediate teachers or professors, and you have done certain kind of classes or modules or projects under them, it really makes sense to us at the university. We do not want a letter of recommendation from somebody who have not taught you in that 3 years or 4 years degree. So be mindful of that. Second thing, teachers, they really write well letter of recommendations. We haven't seen any challenges really that we couldn't find what we are looking at. All we need that how passionate you are about that subject, and pretty much that. And I think as long as it's on a headed paper, stamped and signed, we would be happy to consider that.
So the next question is, for international students, is there any help to find jobs in the UK after graduation or during the studies?
Yes, so it's pretty much like career service. They help and support, not only till you are with us, but even 3 years after you graduate, there will be support available to you. When you arrive on campus, we help you with CV writing, career aspirations, mock interviews, CV checking as well. There is a CV health check, when they check check your CV as well. So there are a lot of things keep happening. And our careers team, they update about every event on our careers portal, and also it's available on the website. So they are very active that way. So career service would be your go-to place. Also, we have recently got to know that whichever schools you go to, let's say business school, law school, whichever school you go to, they have their own industry connections as well, because most of the professors that we have, they are teaching, but they are also connected with the industry. So they themselves bring a lot of industry connections. So you will have support available, career support available from both, from career service, but also from your school. So I think you did not have to worry there.
Okay. So the next question is, I wanted to pursue MBA executive from UK.
Mhm. Okay. It depends. For example, at UEA, of course, we do have MBA. That's a 1-year full-time MBA. A very good program and course curriculum for our MBA program. And it involves 2 consultancy projects. It's a dual award degree. So you get level 7 diploma in strategy management, also an MBA degree. However, you need to be aware that, in the UK, you need work experience to do MBA. So at UEA, we need minimum 3 years of managerial work experience, and there will be a mandatory interview as well. So if you are looking at, MBA, apply early in the cycle again, because application, assessment, interview, and final decision takes time. So, but make sure that you have, kind of relevant work experience as well when you're applying for MBA.
Okay. So the next question is, I have a 1-year gap after my 12th. Can I apply for foundation in arts?
I mean, it's hard to say at this stage because I need to look at your documents. I do not see any problem for you to not to apply just because you have a gap year, as long as you can write in your personal statement that what you were doing in that 1-year time span. If the otherwise, we do get students with a gap year. Few of them, they are preparing for medicine or preparing for, let's say, engineering, and that's the reason they have gaps. So it shouldn't be a problem, but I would need to look at your documents and then advise you if that's feasible or not.
Okay. So the last question is, what about the living cost in Norwich, since we need to be showing that for visa purposes too?
Yes. In Norwich, because we are outside London, it is 9027. Yes. So near about, I think for visa purpose, this is the amount that you need to show. However, for other, kind of managing your living expenses, it would be near about 8 to 10,000 pounds, because it's a living expense. It depends what's your lifestyle like. But this is what it's gonna range.
Okay, so we have few more questions now. What are the university facilities like? Is the library open 24 hours a day?
Yes, it is. So our library is open 24/7, 365 days. And you will have somebody, even if late in the night, if you don't have anywhere to go and, you need certain help, support. I mean, we do have, security there, but you can always go to a library. You will have someone there and talk. But yes, it is 24/7, 365 days.
Okay, so what is the best university apply for MBA?
Well, it depends actually. I can talk about UEA because we are really well-known business school in the UK, also in the world. And our MBA is not just a general management or talking just about the management. It is so much on the branding, strategy, leadership, that side of things. I personally enjoy the curriculum of MBA. And I think whenever you are choosing MBA to study MBA, I think the first thing that comes is do your research, not just by, let's say, ranking or location, but definitely by course content, because I'm very confident that every students would be looking at something different, in terms of what you're expecting from your MBA degree. So keep that in mind, and I think it should be okay.
Okay, so the next question is, can I enroll for masters in law without any work experience?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
You can.
And yeah, and there is one more question we have. Will we be getting good jobs in Norwich as part-time, like publishing offices and such, or is it only available in London?
Um, well, I mean, basically in Norwich, you have got a lot of part-time jobs available. Specifically in publishing, I am not kind of because part-time jobs are typically casual jobs. Okay. When I say casual jobs, maybe working in a cafe, departmental store. However, at UEA, I have seen that there are a lot of students working in the university, assisting professors, or working in, let's say, Career Central, our own UEA shops. So there are a lot of part-time work that you can do on campus. This year in particularly, I have seen that there are students in terms of working on the social media content as a content or as a blogger, and that's the kind of role I have seen students doing a lot more as compared to usual casual jobs that students used to do. But specifically about publishing house, I do not have that information on the top of my head right now, but I can definitely go back, look at it, and get that information to you.
So I have covered all the questions from the YouTube chat box. Thank you, Anjana, for answering all the questions so well. So, do you want to share any final words?
Sure. I mean, thank you, Priyanka, and other, in the SIUK team for assisting in the entire webinar. I mean, really enjoyed doing this. To the students, please, as a lot of you have already asked, so I'm happy to answer those questions because I now understand that, you guys are definitely considering to apply early in the cycle, because that is absolutely very important. So do consider that. Like I have said, do not wait for all documents to come in to make an application. Do get in touch with your counselor at SIUK and, ask them to make an application for you, or shortly, at least start the process. And you can initiate application anytime after October. And Norwich is a very beautiful city, so we really hope that when you are coming to Norwich, you will enjoy the city as well. It has got very good English vibes, but also so much that you can do as a student. Very good student diversity as well, and I think you will enjoy that as a part of your student experience in any of the international university. So yeah, that's pretty much, and I would be happy to be in touch again. If you need any further information, I have shared my email ID with you. And yeah, that's pretty much from me, and have a lovely day and lovely weekend.
Thank you for your valuable time, everyone. To all the audience, if you have any further questions, please feel free to contact SIUK India office. Bye bye. Take